Everyone, welcome out here to Holiday Racing Season 7, Event number 21. We've made it officially, guys, to our final ground track event of the season. Ground track has had a lot of fun out here this year, and let's see what happens out here in our final event. And let's go ahead and kick it off out here with the Chocolate Drive and Mechanical Mischief versus BuckFan23 and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Ooh, it's a great race from both trucks, but Mechanical Mischief will get the win. We got Moss Jam, Kobe, and Prancer versus Nicole Johnson and Tasmanian Devil. And Prancer will get the win. We got Perch Perkins and Chillin' Villain versus Dead Panda in Captain's Curse. And Chillin' Villain will turn, allowing for Captain's Curse. Next up, we've got Liam's Toy Time in 32 Degrees versus Moss Jam, California in Northern Nightmare. Ooh, great race by both trucks. But your winner is going to be 32. Then we've got Moss Jam Collector 2008 Northern Nightmare Ice versus Sheldon J. Plankton in Plankton Monster Truck. I have no clue who won. There just happened to Northern Nightmare Ice as he almost knocked down the board in the left lane, which will allow for Plankton Monster Truck to get the win. Next up, we've got WMT Smiley and Roger Dodger versus Sandra Colney in Snowhawk. Oh man, no, it's not almost that chance to win it there, but your winner is going to be Roger Dodger. Next up, we've got Barnacle Boy and Batman versus Caro Harrison in Dragon Ice. Dragon Ice got a bit swirly, which will allow for Batman to get the win. We've got Bubble Buddy and Mohawk Warrior versus Nathaniel Evans and Monster Mud Dalmatian Ice. Dalmatian Ice will turn and Mohawk Warrior will get the win. Next up, we got Us_Jam and Dancer versus Miss Puff in Higher Education. Both trucks, I don't know wonder to them, but both trucks are getting stuck on the karate boards in Higher Education will get the win. We've got Nitro Studios and Son of a Digger versus Miguel Duenas and Ice Cream Man. Good clean race iron. None of the trucks hit the boards, but Son of a Digger will get the win. Next up, we've got SpongeBob SquarePants and SpongeBob Monster Truck versus Mac Bulldog Mac and Alien Invasion Ice. Alien Invasion Ice will turn and SpongeBob Monster Truck will get the win. Next up, we've got Berto Trevino and Monster Mutt Rottweiler versus Zona Monsters in Bad Company Ice. And Monster Mutt Rottweiler will get the win. Next up, we've got Kitty Witty and Monster Mutt Husky versus Not Just Gabe and Earthshaker Ice. Oh, Earthshaker Ice got a bit swirling. Could not pull the upset against the season leader as Monster Mutt Husky will get the win. Next up, we've got Flying Dutchman and Track Ace Tires Gravedigger versus Aaron 1234 Channel in Team Hot Wheels Firestorm. And Track Ace Tires Gravedigger will fishtail it there for a bit, but will be able to get the win and defeat Team Hot Wheels Firestorm. Next up, we have Monster Jam Weekly Updates in Dragon versus Squilliam Fancy Sun and Octonator Ice. And Dragon will get the win. Next up, we've got Mork Warrior 001 and Bigfoot versus Mermaid Man and Iron Man. Iron Man tried to get the crash block, but it won't work out as Bigfoot will get the win. Next up, we've got Jackson Hughes and Gravedigger versus Rack Edit 17 and Stone Crusher. Stone Crusher could not get a win, and Gravedigger will move on. Next up, we've got Monster Truck Sid and Walmart Museum Truck versus Bakugan Dragonoid Monster Jam Fan in Bakugan Dragonoid Ice. And Bakugan Dragonoid Ice will get the win with a block. We've got Patrick Star and Patrick Monster Truck versus Karen in Blue Thunder Ice. And Patrick will have a really straight pass to get the win and defeat Blue Thunder Ice. Next up, we've got Monster Jam Extreme and Vixen versus Nicholas Morkisi and Gravedigger Ice. And Vixen will get the win. Next up, we've got Riggs of Rods, SMTV, and Glaze Machine versus Gary the Snail and Monster Mutt Ice. Monster Mutt Ice with a crazy crash and Glaze Machine. Next up, we've got Mum and Yeti versus Spin Master Monster Jam and Santa's Monster Sleigh. And Yeti will get the win. Next up, we've got Scrapping Prowler versus Maxer RT and El Toro Loco Ice. Prowler with the Jersey Bears and El Toro Loco Ice will get the win. Next up, we've got Caleb Blood and Soldier of Fortune Ice versus SpongeBob Fan 23 and 2020 Christmas Stunt Truck. And Soldier of Fortune Ice will get the win. Next up, we've got Eugene H. Krabs and Mr. Krabs Monster Truck versus Cats in Dasher. And Mr. Krabs will get Next up, we've got Lizard Gaming and Avenger versus Twin Monkey and Holiday Hauler. This is the final race out here in round 1, who will go on to round number 2. Holiday Hauler has a good lead right now, and Holiday Hauler is one of its best passes of the season, will get the win and defeat. It's time to kick off round 2 out here with Sandy Cheeks and El Toro Loco versus the Chocolate Drive and Mechanical Mischief. Well, Toro Loco had a slow start and trying to make a come from behind win, but will hit the Jersey barriers and Mechanical Mischief will advance. Next up, we've got Monster Jam Kobe and Prancer versus Dead Panda and Captain's Curse. And Captain's Curse with a block will get the win. Next up, we've got Liam's Toy Time in 32 Degrees versus Sheldon J. Plankton in Plankton Monster Truck. Ooh, nice bounce off the Jersey Bears for 32 Degrees, but it's not going to be enough as Plankton Monster Truck will get the win. WMT Smiley and Roger Dodger versus Barnacle Boy in Batman. And Roger Dodger will get the win. Next up, we've got All About Monster Trucks and Michigan Ice Monster versus Bubble Buddy in Mohawk Warrior. Mohawk Warrior, I believe, will do a slap wheelie and crash, which will allow for Michigan Ice Monster to get the win. Next up, we've got Mrs. Puff in Higher Education versus Nitro Dot Studios in Son of a Digger. Crazy crash for Son of a Digger in Higher Education. Next up, we've got Larry Lobster and Crustacean versus SpongeBob SquarePants in SpongeBob Monster Truck. SpongeBob will kind of fishtail the truck, and SpongeBob will get the win and move on. Next up, we've got Berto Trevino and Monster Mutt Rottweiler versus Kitty Witty in Monster Mutt Husky. Battle of the dogs out here, and Monster Mutt Rottweiler will get the win with an upset to take down your season. We've got Jonas and Blue Thunder versus Flying Dutchman and Track Ace Tires Gravedigger. And Track Ace Tires Gravedigger with a block will defeat Blue Thunder. Next up, we've got Monster Jam Weekly Updates and Dragon versus Mohawk Warrior 001 and Bigfoot. And Bigfoot will get the win. Next up, we've got Jackson Hughes and Gravedigger versus Bakugan Dragonoid Monster Jam Fan and Bakugan Dragonoid Ice. Ooh, Gravedigger got a bit swirly there and fishtailed the truck, which will allow for Bakugan Dragonoid Ice to Next up, we've got Patrick Star and Patrick Monster Truck versus Monster Jam Extreme in Vixen. And Patrick will move on. Next up, we've got the Cameron 9785 and Monster Mutt versus Riggs of Rods SMTV and Glaze Machine. And Glaze Machine, with a kind of a crash block, will get the win and defeat Monster Mutt. Next up, we've got Mum and Yeti versus Maxer RT and El Toro Loco Ice. And Yeti, with a strange block, will defeat El Toro Loco. Next up, we've got Squidward Q Tentacles and Squidward Monster Truck versus Kayla Blood and Soldier Fortune Ice. And Squidward, with a nice bounce off the Jersey barriers, will get the win and defeat Soldier Fortune. We've got Eugene H. Krabs and Mr. Krabs Monster Truck versus Twin Monkey and Holiday Hauler. It's the final race here in round 2, who will go on to round number 3. Holiday Hauler has the lead, and Holiday Hauler, with a crash block, will defeat Mr. Krabs. It is now time to kick off round 3 out here with Mechanical Mischief versus Captain's Curse. Captain's Curse had the lead going down the ramp, but Mechanical Mischief will just sail past him for the win. Next up, we've got Plankton Monster Truck versus Roger Dodger. Ooh, and Roger Dodger is struggling out here, not being able to make it out of round 3 as Plankton Monster Truck will advance. Next up, we've got Michigan Ice Monster versus Higher Education. And Michigan Ice Monster. Next up, we've got SpongeBob Monster Truck versus Monster Mutt Rottweiler. And Monster Mutt Rottweiler will get the win. We've got Flying Dutchman and Track Ace Tires Gravedigger versus Mohawk Warrior 001 and Bigfoot. And Track Ace Tires Gravedigger will get the win. Next up, we've got Bakugan Dragonoid Ice versus Patrick Monster Truck. And Patrick Monster Truck will get the win. Next up, we've got Riggs of Rods, SMTV, and Glaze Machine versus Yeti. and Yeti will get the win. Next up, we've got Squidward Monster Truck versus Holiday Hauler. This is the final race here in round number 3, who will go on to the quarterfinals. And Squidward Monster Truck will get the win. We are now in the quarterfinals. Here are our 8 quarterfinalists. Inside of Mechanical Mischief, we've got the Chocolate Drive. Inside of Plankton Monster Truck, we've got Sheldon J. Plankton. Inside of Michigan Ice Monster, we've got All About Monster Trucks. Inside of Monster Mode Rottweiler, we've got Berto Trevino. Inside of Track A-Stars Gravedigger, we have Flying Dutchman. Inside of Patrick Monster Truck, we've got Patrick Star. Inside of Yeti, we have Mum. And inside of Squidward Monster Truck, we've got Squidward Q Tentacles. Who will go to the semifinals? Will it be the Chocolate Drive or will it be Sheldon J. Plankton? Sheldon J. Plankton as the lead. Chocolate Drive being stuck on the Jersey Bears, and Sheldon J. Plankton will get the win. Next up, we have All About Monster Trucks versus Berto Trevino. Who will go to the semis? Ooh, Berto tried to get a block, but it's not going to work out, as All About Monster Trucks will advance. Who will go to the semifinals? Will it be Flying Dutchman, or will it be Patrick Star? Ooh, Flying Dutchman almost does a slap wheelie and kind of gets slowed down by the Jersey Bears, which will cost him, and Patrick Star will get the win. Who will go to the semifinals? Will it be Mum or will it be Squidward Q Tentacles? This is the final race out here in the quarterfinals. Ooh, it's a bit too swirly out there for Mum, and Squidward Q Tentacles will get the win. We are now in the semifinals. Here are our 4 semifinalists. We've got Sheldon J. Plankton, All About Monster Trucks, Patrick Star, and Squidward Q Tentacles. Who will go to the final round? Will it be Sheldon J. Plankton or will it be All About Monster Trucks? Oh, another great close effort by All About Monster Trucks, but Sheldon J. Plankton will go to the final. Who will go to the final round to face off against Sheldon J. Plankton? Will it be Patrick Star or will it be Squidward Q Tentacles? It is a neighborly battle out here as both of these drivers are neighbors on Conch Street. Who will move on? Patrick Star got swirly once again. Squidward Q Tentacles will keep it straight. Patrick Star trying to make a comeback, but it's not going to work out as Squidward Q Tentacles will go to the final round. Everyone, we've made it to the final round out here in Holiday Racing Season 7, event number 21. We started off the afternoon with 58 of the fastest holiday racing, or the 58 of the fastest holiday-themed monster trucks, and we're now down to the fastest 2. Holiday Racing fans, are you ready to meet our final round contenders? Coming out first, looking for his second event win on the season, the owner and proprietor of the Chum Bucket, your Season 3 and Season 5 champion, out of Bikini Bottom, this is Sheldon J. Plankton and Plankton Monster Truck. Versus in the other lane, your runner-up from Seasons 2 and 6. The cashier at the Krusty Krab, looking for a second event win of the season out of Bikini Bottom. This is Squidward Q Tentacles and Squidward Monster Truck. It's a battle out here between the owner of the Chum Bucket versus an employee at the Krusty Krab. Who will get the win in the next 58 points? Here on the board, let's find out, and let's go racing! And Squidward with a block will get the win. Nice job out here for Squidward. He definitely needed these points. Squidward has been known to thrive on these brown track events. He's going to have another successful one out here this afternoon. He needed these points out and try to catch up to try to still have a shot to keep himself in the game to win this season out here. So great job out here for Squidward as he definitely needed these points. Everyone, here are the results out here in the point standings after Holiday Racing Season 7, event number 21. First off, something to note out here after another round 1 loss, Mermaid Man will be kicked from the top 5 and taking his place in 5th place after making it to round 3. will be none other than Mohawk Warrior 001 and Bigfoot with 818 points. And then in 4th place, after making it all the way to the quarterfinals, will be Mum and Yeti with 853 points. And then in 3rd place, after making it all the way to round 3, will be WMT Smiley and Roger Dodger with 865 points. In 2nd place, after making it all the way to the quarterfinals, will be Flying Dutchman and Track Ace Tyrus Gravedigger with 906 points. Then remaining your season leader in 1st place after a round 2 loss will be Kitty Witty and Monster Mode Husky with 976 points. So everyone, with only 6 events left in the season, you need a total of 598 points or more in order to still remain in contention for the series championship, which does mean we have some more mathematical eliminations. Those being today are now SpongeBob Fan 23 is now out. Jonas is out. Perch Perkins is out. Let me look here, looking as fast as we can. Miguel Duenes is out. Mushroom Collector 2008 is out. Looking. And I believe, yeah, that is it. That is everybody who has sadly gotten mathematically eliminated. And great job to those competitors. Let's hope they can have a great, strong ending to their season. And there's only 6 events left, and we're done with the Brown Track event of the year. For the Brown Track events for the year, the Brown Track has served us with a lot of great events and a lot of fun and chaos this year. But it is now time for our final 6 events to return to the Orange Track. Everybody, be sure to like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell so you guys can be notified for when Holiday Racing Season 7 event number 22 comes out. Alrighty, bye-bye, everybody. Have a God-blessed day. We'll see you all tomorrow for the return of the Orange Track.